Test, test, test. Hello? Hello? I sound horrible.
Awesome. Turn it off.
Test, test.
Look, it's there.
You got it?
Uh-oh. Saturday Morning Hero presented by Friday Night Glory.
Is that what it is? Saturday?
That's us.
Saturday what?
That's us.
It says Saturday.
So you can hear me?
The name of our company is Saturday Morning Hero.
Okay.
Friday Night Glory.
Is the service.
Right.
Okay. Saturday morning. Okay.
Welcome to
What'd he say?
Spring Valley Athletic.
Yeah.
just need to click the red X.
All right, folks, let me reset this. We've got the ESD Mustangs with one untimed down. It is the last play of the half.
39-yard line.
Did you hear that?
Well, I'm on the phone with you, so I can't hear it, but do you see, like, green bars lighting up when you talk?
Intercepted by the Oilers.
Yes.
You do see green bars?
Yep.
Okay, that's what so it was muted, right?
Yeah, I guess it was somehow.
Okay, so the first half was you didn't hear any audio, but now it will work from now on.
Oh my gosh.
Always make sure that there's those green bars when you're talking. Make sure that it's picking it up. So when you mute it, the levels will be really low, but they'll still be green. And then when you turn it on, you'll see the level spike up.
Oh, I got him.
Okay, I'll double check now.
Sorry, dude. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Everything's good now.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
All right, bye. All right, folks. This has been one technical difficulty after another, but I think we finally have this taken care of. You've got a 46-year-old man trying to figure out the technicalities of these computer age, and it's just not working for me, folks. So let me do a reset of the scene here. My name is Larry Wahlberg, and I am here today calling the SVAA Super Bowl trifecta games, and those trifectas are the 4th graders, the 5th graders, and the 6th graders. Today, for this first game, we have the undefeated ESD Mustangs, coached by John Mathis, playing against the White Rock Oilers, who got to this game on an upset victory over the HP Cowboys. And if you folks ever watch or pay attention to 4th grade football here in the greater North Dallas area, you will know that those HP teams are strong. This Oiler team came out and punched them in the mouth last week to get to this Super Bowl game. And this Super Bowl today is being contested up at Richardson High School, the site of Mustang Eagle Field. And I call it Mustang Eagle Field because I'm a homer for the J.J. Pierce Mustangs, who defeated the Cedar Hill Longhorns last night 23-21. It was an upset for the making, folks. I wish y'all could have been there. Nobody had the Mustangs winning that game. The Dallas Morning News had us losing. Computers had us losing. But those boys were fired up, ready to play, because they play in a very tough district with Duncanville and Skyline. And they came out and punched those Cedar Hill Longhorns square in the mouth to win the first round playoff game of the 6A Division II Texas State Playoffs. So again, the scene here is SVAA football. They've been providing outstanding youth sports at all grade levels. And this is a Super Bowl, folks, for the 4th graders. It's like watching a pillow fight sometimes. We're going to take a short break here. We're at halftime. The ESD Mustangs 8, White Rock Oilers. That's right, I said Oilers, old school. Those boys have the old Oiler oil rigs on their helmets and those powder blue jerseys, the White Rock Oilers.
No, you know what? He told us. I mean, I
the audio was down, and I didn't know that the audio was down. There's a deal down there, but now we got it right. So I just reset the scene, and I'll reset it again when we start the second half. It's technical difficulty. Like you got the whole dude trying to figure this out.
We do it. And I be having the same thing.
I tell you what,
What?
that youngster right there probably will tell you everything.
You know what he kept saying? He said, man, I always have problems on my phone over here. That's okay. Hey, it happens. It's all good.
Hey, what's up, Greasy? I was just talking about you, man.
All right, folks, the second half is about to get underway here at the fourth grade SVAA Super Bowl. We are sitting here on the campus of Richardson High School at Mustang Eagle Stadium. And I do want to point out Mustang Eagle Stadium. The day is a great day for football. It's about 70 degrees. The wind's coming out of the south at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And the Oilers of White Rock are receiving this from the ESD Mustangs. It was a kickoff, and number 1, Cullen Ferris, on the recovery of that kickoff, and it looks like it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 34. The White Rock Oilers, and I did say Oilers, they are in the powder blue jerseys of the old school Houston Oilers with the oil rig on their helmets, which this looks awesome from my vantage point up here high above in the press box. They are playing the ESD Mustangs. Agnostis hands off to number 3, Miles Dalton, who picks up 2. Miles Link on the stop for the defense. 2nd down and 8. The White Rock Oilers are coached by Drew Wilcox, and the ESD Mustangs are coached by John Mathis. And Agnostis takes it off a right tackle, gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be 3rd and 8. I'd like to welcome all the listeners to this FridayNightGlory.com streaming cast presented by Saturday Morning Hero here in the 50th year of SVAA football. Flag on the play, direct snap in the Wildcat formation, handoff back to Anagnostis, who was a starting quarterback, but he's taken down by a host of Mustangs. Number 1, Curtis Mathis, made the main stop. Now it's going to be 4th and long, and there was a flag on the play. It was motion, and it is declined by the Mustangs of ESD. It's going to be 4th down and long. Let's see what they do here, folks. I don't see a whole lot of punting happening in these 4th grade contests, but you never know what's going to happen. It does look like the Oilers are electing to punt, and in this league, when they elect to punt, there's no rush. Punt goes about 15 yards, and it's down by the Oilers at the 50-yard line. It's down by number 3, Miles Dalton. Looks like it's going to be the Mustangs taking over. 1st and 10 from the 50, right here at midfield, folks. For all you grandparents, friends, and others listening, we really appreciate it. These kids have worked hard all season long to get to this point, and it means a lot that you're sitting listening to your loved ones, your grandkids, your nephews, your brothers. Mustangs have it 1st and 10 from the 50. Snap goes back to number 4, Buck Randall. Incomplete to number 5, Archie Andrews. It'd be 2nd and 10. There were a whole bunch of Oilers there ready to make that stop. The score right now, with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, are the ESD Mustangs 8, White Rock Oilers 6. We've got a new quarterback for this half, and that's Buck Randall. He's back in the shotgun. Passes the ball to number 9, Harrison Brown, who then pitches it back on the hook and ladder to number 1, Curtis Matthews. The Oilers will have none of that trickeration, and that brings up 3rd and 12. So that set them back 2 yards on the wrong side of the field for the Mustangs. But I tell you what, folks, these little dudes, they've got some good coaching, and they know what they're doing. It's been a pretty good game, not a whole lot of penalties. Looks like the Mustangs are getting the call from the sideline. They're set. Buck Randall still at quarterback. Buck Randall takes it off to the left. He's going down. Uh-oh, he's breaking tackles. He's breaking tackles. He just broke 5 tackles. Buck Randall at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Buck Randall. Oh, my. What a play by number 4, Buck Randall, who just busted through 7 tackles to get to pay dirt, folks. That now makes the score ESD Mustangs 14, White Rock Oilers 6. The Mustangs are walking out to line up for the 2-point conversion. There will be no kicks in these games, folks. These are just 4th graders, but if there is, I'll be the first one to be screaming it out. Curtis Mathis back at quarterback for the Mustangs. Buck Randall set behind him. Motion. Flag on the play. 2 guys moving at the same time. Illegal motion. That would have been a 2-point conversion, folks, but that flag hurt them. I think sometimes these coaches get a little bit too tricky for these 4th graders. Too much going on. Looks like the Oilers are going to take the penalty, and that sets them back 5 yards. They're going to retry that extra point. They're getting the call from the sideline. So now that 2-point conversion, instead of from the 3-yard line, now goes back to the 8. Again, ESD Mustangs are going for the 2-point conversion. Now we got Buck Randall at quarterback, Curtis Mathis in the slot. 3 receivers on the right. Randall takes the snap, rolling to his right, throws the ball intended for number 21, William Elliott, knocked down by the Oilers, and we're still trying to figure out the number over there. Looks like it's going to be either number 10, Brody Scott, or number 12, Sebastian Ramirez. Their numbers are so small on these jerseys, this 46-year-old man can't really see. So that 2-point conversion was no good, and that makes the score 14 for the Mustangs of ESD to 6 of the Oilers of White Rock Elementary. We have 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. The Mustangs will be kicking off after that great touchdown run by Buck Randall. What a name, Buck. Number 28, Miles Link for the Mustangs will be kicking off to the Oilers. The deep man back, he's as deep as the 35-yard line. He is back for the Oilers. Back to receive. That would be number 32, George Anagnostis. Miles Link checking his kickoff line. Set to kick. Link's kick recovered at the 45 by the Oilers. Number 24, Thomas Jenkins. That'll be 1st and 10, Oilers from the 45. Oh, looks like the ball is spotted just over the 45 at the 46-yard line. Be 1st and 10, Oilers. You old school football guys should see these pretty powder blue unis that these boys have on with the oil rigs on their helmets. And Ignatius back at quarterback. Pitches it to number 24, Thomas Jenkins, who gets about right back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll be 2nd and 10. Henry Lanyon makes a stop for the Mustangs, number 26. Folks, we couldn't get a more beautiful day here for this 4th grade Super Bowl on the 50-year anniversary of SVAA football, SVAA sports, here at Mustang Eagle Stadium on the campus of Richardson High School in North Dallas. And Ignatius back at quarterback. Oh, fake pitch. Oh, he gets taken down for a big loss by number 4, Buck Randall. That kid is all over the field. He plays both offense and defense. It'll be 3rd and about 18.
Thank you, sir.
3rd and 18 from the 38-yard line of the Oilers. They are driving towards the south end zone of this stadium. And Ignatius gets it, fakes handoff. He takes the ball, he breaks some tackles. He maybe picks up about 3 yards. It's going to be 4th and long. We'll see here, folks, if they choose to punt the ball or go for it on 4. Number 26, Henry Lanyon, makes a stop along with some of his mates there for those Mustangs. Oilers take a timeout with 4th and about 16 to go, sitting at the 41-yard line, their own 41-yard line. They're down 14-6 to these ESD Mustangs. It's a beautiful day for football, folks, here in the great state of Texas. The high school playoffs started on Thursday night, and up here in North Dallas, our J.J. Pierce Mustangs ripped the heart out of the Cedar Hill Longhorns. They were expected to win. All the smart Dallas Morning News guys picked them to win, but guess what? Our Mustangs picked up the victory 23-21 over the Cedar Hill Longhorns. Now back at action, fourth down for the Oilers, and Ignatius takes a snap, pressured by number 5, Archie Andrews. He had an Ignatius number there, and Ignatius just threw it up in the air. He tried a prayer there. It's knocked down. That's going to be turnover on downs. So it'll be the ESD Mustangs taking over at the 41-yard line. I'll set the scene for you folks. Buck Randall's at quarterback for the ESD Mustangs. Curtis Mathis back. Uh-oh, pass incomplete to number 5, Archie Andrews. Just a little bit over his outstretched arms. That's going to be 2nd and 10. The Oilers were there to snuff it out. A little bit of confusion there on the play. Mathis was moving, but there was no flag on the play. We're here streaming live, FridayNightGlory.com, presented by Saturday Morning Hero for the 4th grade Super Bowl of SVAA. Buck Randall back at quarterback for the Mustangs. Randall takes it. He looks to his left. He airs it out to intended for number 1, Curtis Mathis, intended receiver. Great coverage by number. I'm still trying to find the number here, folks. If that boy would turn around, I'd be able to tell you exactly who it was. He had great coverage on Curtis Mathis. Ramirez in on coverage by the Oilers. Randall pitches it back to Archie Andrews. Andrews around on the right-hand side, taken out of bounds by number 33, Charlie Allen. That brings up 4th and about 2, 4th and about 3 for the Mustangs from the 34-yard line. They are driving into the north end zone of this beautiful stadium here at Mustang Eagle Stadium on the campus of Richardson High School. I apologize for all the technical difficulties that we're having, but you got an old dude here trying to figure out all this new technology. Mathis back at quarterback, pistol set. Mathis hands off to Buck Randall. Buck Randall moving, juking, stiffs on him. Number 10 breaks that tackle. Number 10 was Brody Scott. It looks like the Oilers stopped him just short. Cooper Lamb on the play, as well as number Christopher Theriot, number 20 on that play as well. There were quite a few dudes in on that play for the Oilers, and they stopped those boys. So that brings up 1st down for the Oilers. That was a turnover on downs, folks. I have to tell you, I'm very impressed with the way these two teams have been coached. These coaches have put time and effort in on these boys, teaching them the right way to play. Anagnostis back at quarterback for the Oilers. Low snap. Oh, he just had to cover it up. And that's going to be a loss of about 4 because he was in the shotgun, as most of these Texas high school teams run. So these boys are running exactly what their big brothers and their high schools are running. That's going to bring up 2nd and 14. Anagnostis back at quarterback for the Oilers. 2nd down and 14 with, that will be the end of the 3rd quarter, folks. We are headed into the 4th quarter with the ESD Mustangs leading 14-6 over the White Rock Oilers. We better hang tight here because this is a very much of a defensive match here. Be the 4th quarter. That means 7 minutes to go. These teams are playing their hearts out. It's a beautiful day here at Mustang Eagle Stadium up in North Dallas on the campus of Richardson High School. About 70 degrees. The winds have died down from about 15 to probably 5. The sun is out. High clouds are in the air. It is an awesome fall day for some football. We're live here watching this 4th grade Super Bowl for SVAA, who's been doing sports up in this area for 50 years. We've had a lot of college players and even some NFL players play in this league, folks. They do a great job. These coaches work hard. Most of them are dads. There are a few that are not dads that just love the game, and they continue to coach football, coach these boys, teach them how to play the game right so that they can go off in life and hopefully be successful. Oilers got 2nd down and 14. Quarterback Anagnostis hands off to number 24, Thomas Jenkins, but those Mustangs, and specifically Lanyon, stopped him at the line of scrimmage. Anagnostis takes it off to the left. Buck Randall chasing him down. He's getting the edge, and he gets taken down by number 9 of the Mustangs, Harrison Brown. Buck Randall was also there, but Harrison Brown drags him out of bounds. There's a nice little strong run by Mr. George Anagnostis. That brings up 4th and about 5. From the Oiler 37. I want to thank everybody for watching this live stream, listening to this live stream. It's a beautiful day for some football here. The Oilers are trying to score here, trying to make the game even. They're down 14-6 right now. Anagnostis under pressure by number 5, Archie Andrews. He is there to just put the pressure on, deflect the pass, and that's going to be turnover on downs. And the Mustangs will take over at the 37-yard line of the Oilers. 1st down. They're going to be driving into the south end zone of this stadium, driving into the wind. So there's not going to be a whole lot of passing with these little dudes. There'll be a lot of running. This ESD Mustang team is coached by John Mathis, while the White Rock Oiler team is coached by Darren Wilcox. These Oilers got to the Super Bowl by beating a very strong HP Cowboy team, and that was an unexpected win, but that just shows you how tough those White Rock Oilers are. We got Randall back at quarterback for the Mustangs. Randall, little trickeration, reverse handoff to Miles Link, number 28. Link makes a couple men miss. He goes off on the left side. He's got the 1st down. He's still going. He's bumbling, tumbling. He gets taken down by 2 Oilers, but not before a big 1st down, sitting at the 16-yard line. That was a great run by number 28, Miles Link, on the reverse. That reverse was a handoff from Buck Randall to Miles Link for a big 1st down. That brings up 1st down from the 16-yard line of the Oilers. The ESD Mustangs lead 14-6. Now we got Curtis Mathis back at quarterback. Curtis has got it. Curtis has got it. He's got some blockers. He's following blockers. Oh, and he gets taken down hard by number 20, Chris Theriot. These Oilers are going to try to put a big defensive stop on these Mustangs. Every time they think that they're going to get one on them, these Mustangs just punch back. Number 21, William Elliott, brings in the play for the Mustangs. The Mustangs are lucky here. They've got two quarterbacks. They're switching off between Curtis Mathis and Buck Randall. Looks like Randall's going to be here taking the snap at shotgun. Pitches to Curtis Mathis, but that's going to be a false start on the Mustangs. That's going to be declined. That brings up 3rd and 10. Curtis Mathis back at quarterback in the pistol formation. Buck Randall and Archie Andrews behind him. Two wideouts. Mathis with the handoff to Randall. Randall gets taken down by number 20, Chris Theriot, for no gain. That brings up 4th and 10 from the 16. They're driving to the end zone. Folks are trying to put another touchdown on this thing so they can put this game away. It's 14-6, ESD Mustangs. Number 28 for the Mustangs, Miles Link, bringing in the play. Set the scene here. We've got a beautiful day for football here at Mustang Eagle Stadium on the campus of Richardson High School. ESD Mustangs are leading 14-6. Buck Randall back at quarterback. Number 5, Archie Andrews next to him at running back. Randall moves out to his left. Got a man open with a complete pass to Curtis Mathis, but that's well short of the first down. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. Those Oilers hold. It's going to be 1st down Oilers from the 14. Oh, from the 13. Sorry, folks. There's 3 minutes and 29 seconds left in this Super Bowl. Next on tap on this 3-game trifecta is going to be the 5th grade Super Bowl. Hope everybody's having a great day here in Dallas and wherever you may be today. We thank you for listening into this game. These little 4th graders are working their tails off. And Ignostis back at quarterback for the White Rock Oilers. We got a little motion going on. The refs didn't call it. Oh, he throws it deep. Oh, to number 1, Cullen Ferris. Hits his hands. He was past those defenders. Oh, and he couldn't haul it in, folks. That's a heartbreak for him. But that's all right. He's going to get back up and live to play another day. There is a flag on the play. I'm just seeing it now. One of the boys picked it up. I think they forget they're not supposed to pick up that laundry, but maybe their parents tell them to pick it up anyway. Well, looks like it's going to be it was holding on the Oilers. That's going against the Oilers. Still 1st down. And Ignostis takes the snap. Oh, he runs back up the middle. Doesn't get much, if any. He might have got a half a yard. Taken down by a whole host of Mustangs there. Randall and Lanyon combined to bring Anagnostis down. That brings up second and about 2nd and 16 from the Oiler 7. Line to gain is the 23. And Ignacius back. Oh, and he gets sacked in the end zone by number 5, Archie Andrews, sacked for a safety. He did not even see him. His eyes were locked into his left side, and Andrews comes in on the blind side and lays him out. That puts 2 on the board for the Mustangs. That makes it Mustangs 16, Oilers 6. 2 minutes and 31 seconds left in this game, folks. The Mustangs are going to have to, the Oilers are going to have to kick to the Mustangs here from the 20-yard line, with a chance for the Mustangs to put another touchdown on the board, or at least another score. The Oilers worked hard to get that stop, and they just kept backing themselves up. But that's okay. It's 4th grade football, and that's what happens. Jude Smith back to kick on this free kick for the Oilers. He tries a little onside. Buck Randall covers it up. He's running. I don't think anyone's going to stop this guy, kids. He takes it in. Everybody's trying to tackle him. He's still running. Oh, he gets taken down at the 5-yard line by Anagnostis. First down, Mustangs from the 5. If they punch this in, folks, this is all but over. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left.
So that's that I heard, oh shit, that's that and then he breaks the first half. And I'm going, oh, then I'm like, he gets outside, he's not walking in front of him. He breaks it and knocks it back. And knocks gets back up, drags it down, stops the 5. I mean, it's picked up.
First and goal from the 5 for the Mustangs. Curtis Mathis back at quarterback. Buck Randall set behind him as his lone running back. Mathis takes a snap, hands it off on a reverse. Number 8, Jet Drush, in for the touchdown for the Mustangs. ESD Mustangs scored on a reverse handoff from Curtis Mathis to Mr. Jet Drush, in for the touchdown. That makes the score now 22-6. The Mustangs of ESD lead. They're coming on for the 2-point conversion. Buck Randall back at quarterback for this 2-point conversion. Buck Randall rolls to his right. He throws the ball intended for number 28, Miles Link. That just falls incomplete. It does hit his hands, but he's not able to bring that one in. So the score is ESD Mustangs 22, White Rock Oilers 6, with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter.
Once again, our 5th grade football will be coming up next. Featuring the St. Peter Tigers, last year's 4th grade defending champions, going up against the Brickfield Cowboys representing J.J. Sears, who freshly beat and highly favored Cedar Hill team last night in the UIL 6A playoffs. The Brickfield Cowboys are coming in off of last year's fourth grade performance. They fell short in the semifinals. They got something on their minds this year. Go after those Tigers in our next matchup. That sixth grade game, it'll feature two private school teams. It'll feature your ESB Red Tide, and they actually both participated in last year's Super Bowl against the Highland Park United. I apologize. One private school, one public school there. Charlie Allen back to return.
Charlie Gallus back to return for the Oilers. Miles Link on the kick. Number 24, Thomas Jenkins, ended up getting that ball at the 45. He had a very short run. He got that kickoff and took it for about a yard. So he will be setting up his team at the 44-yard, at their own 44-yard line, be 1st and 10, White Rock Oilers. Anagnostis takes a snap.
Almost gets that first down on that one. Nice gain of about 9.
And he gained 9 on that play. Or he gains about 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Oilers. Luke Cecil, number 77 for the Mustangs, makes a stop. Oilers take a timeout with 1:29 left in the game. Got my freaking wife texting me.
A couple of Mustangs fractured their heads down there during the timeout. Good job, Ben. Good, Ben.
These ESD Mustangs are already doing a little celebrating, as they should, being up 22-6. They're just having a good time, folks. 2nd and 2. George Anagnostis back at quarterback. Little confusion here. Anagnostis with the snap. Goes off to left. Oh, and he gets taken down by number 83, Mason Perry, for a loss of 2. That's going to be holding against the Oilers. There was that flag on the play. That's going to be declined by the Mustangs. The clock is running, folks. 1:10 left in this game.
Mustangs leading 22-6 in the SBA 4th grade Super Bowl.
Number 32, George Anagnostis, run out of bounds. gets a little bit of yardage back. It's going to be 4th and 2, Oilers, with 51 seconds left because he was taken out of bounds. And Ignostis still back at quarterback for the Oilers. 51 seconds to go. And Ignostis trying to get the first down. He does not get it. The Mustangs defense holds. Number 28, Miles Link, stopped Anagnostis for no gain. The Mustangs take over, and they will be the 2018 4th grade Super Bowl champs. Once they take this snap, this will be it, folks. These ESD Mustangs, coached by John Mathis, have finished a very memorable season for these boys. Curtis Mathis back at quarterback. Oh, they are not in victory formation. Mathis pitches it to number 21, William Elliott, who tries to take it outside, and then he pitches it back to Curtis Mathis. Curtis Mathis on the run. Little trickeration taken down by the Oilers. The Mustangs are not stopping here, folks. Like I said, they are not putting themselves in victory formation. They are literally going for the jugular on this thing. I have not seen coaching like this before. But, hey, you know what? It's 4th grade. These boys just want to play. Clock's running. Doesn't look like there's going to be another play run here, folks. We're going to run this thing out. And the ESD Mustangs will win 22-6. They are the, oh, John Mathis gets drenched in water with the win. All right, folks. We thank everybody for listening to this game. Stay tuned for the 5th grade game, which is going to come up in about probably 30 minutes. And then after that, it'll be the 6th grade game. We appreciate everybody listening and watching this one. Did he say it was okay? No, Taylor. Oh, he's been watching it? Oh, but he couldn't hear. Okay, all right. Oh, you heard me? Oh, okay. All right. All right, now I've got to get this other team.
Like your attention to it, still there it would be. SBA League Representative will present both the runner-up trophy and this year's Super Bowl championship trophy and adjustable. your trophy, we'd like for you to move to the north end zone, right there by the scoreboard. Saturday morning hero would love to talk to your team. And first up, the Oilers from White Rock, representing the Highlands. Come get your trophies, gentlemen. You earned them. And Coach Darren Wilcox and his Oilers. Number 1, Cullen Harris. Number 2, Miles Dalton. I'm sorry, number 3, Miles Dalton. Number 4, Joshua H. Number 10, Brody Scott. Number 12, Sebastian Ramirez. Number 20, Christopher Dariot. Number 4, all day. Number 21, John Wilcox. Number 24, Thomas Jenkins. Number 32, my God. Watched him all year long, played with the heart of a lion. 32, George Augustus. Number 33, Charlie Allen. Number 50, and a defensive stalwart, Cooper Lamb. Number 52, Jonathan Fire. Number 55, Charlie Barr. Number 58, Henry Ogilvie.
What time did you get home last night, Gentry?
Probably.
Number 81,
I want to say maybe like
Randall.
12:45.
12:45.
Yeah, pretty late. It was
Number 82,
quite a drive.
Jude Smith.
Did you have to be on the bus with them?
We take like our own bus.
Yeah.
I take like the bus with like the trainers and stuff.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Number 88, Mark
So what are you going to do after you graduate?
I'm looking at going to Texas State for college.
Are you? Good for you.
And I'm probably going to major in business and like minor in videography. I think that's what I'm going to go for.
Really?
So, yeah.
Cool.
Pretty interesting.
Good for you, man.
Thank you. That's just the plan so far. I mean, it'll always probably end up changing
It
one
can.
way or another, but you know.
Hey, but man, you got to have goals, right?
Yeah, right. I just want to have like an idea of what I want to go for.
Good for you.
So.
And for you, for the SDNA Super Bowl.
Now can you hear me?
Mustangs, led by head coach Matt Dacus.
Could he hear me now?
Number 1, Nifty Curtis Matthews.
Because it says off. It says off.
Number 3, Noble Robos.
Is there a mic?
Number 4, Ridiculous Buck Randall. Number 5, Archie Andrew